And we're in the kitchen now with Miss Lori Sowers. You're making soup, and you're making something else, I see.
I'm going to make some corn muffins, but we're going to dress them up a little bit with some jalapeno and some cheese.
Okay, gotcha.
We're going to make them fancy.
Fancy, okay.
So this soup is something, in New Mexico, for Christmas Eve, we eat Mexican food. It's just a tradition. Tamales, chili, tortilla soup, actually a soup called pozole, which that's for another day. But so this soup I make Christmas Eve, and it's so easy. Okay. Super easy. So we're going to start with some chicken broth. I'm going to let you pour that in there.
Okay, got it.
32 ounces. Now this will feed about 4 people, so you're going to want to double it or triple it, depending on how many people you're serving. A jar of the Salsa Senorita. Okay. And I use the roasted garlic because I like to cook with that one. Okay. We're going to put in about 16 ounces of beef stock. Okay. Because we want our soup to be really hearty. Okay. And then I'm going to add 3 beef bouillon cubes, and those are just going to dissolve. Okay. And then 8 ounces of tomato sauce. Okay. And that pretty much makes our broth. Okay. And then we're going to add our spices, which is about a half a teaspoon of celery seed. Okay. Half a teaspoon of thyme. Okay. A little bit of pepper, about a half a teaspoon. Some fresh garlic. 2 to 3 cloves. I like a lot of garlic, so. Okay. And then a teaspoon of cumin.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to add, now this is optional. I like to add a little bit of corn. Yes. Or you can add hominy.
You know what I think I do all summer long, Lori? When we corn on the cob, any leftover, I cut it off and I freeze it. Yep. And I feel like in the winters it makes the best soups. There's something about the homemade corn, the off the cob corn in a recipe opposed to a store-bought can.
And you know, that is so smart because we end up wasting so much. Yes. You can just cut that right off and freeze it. My mother used to do that. And then we're going to add a little bit of the cilantro, about a third of a bunch. Okay, and chop that up. So we're just going to let that heat through. Let it heat for at least an hour. You could also put it in a slow cooker. Okay. Oh, and we got to add our chicken. I completely forgot. Okay. You can make this vegetarian, but I add up some chopped chicken.
Did you forget it, like the cheese?
The cheese, the milk. My gosh, I'm losing my mind. I'm telling you, when you get older, you just, you've got to write things down. It's crazy. Now, another thing is you can use your leftover turkey. If you have leftover turkey, you could put your leftover turkey in there. Or, my daughter's a vegetarian, you could just leave the chicken out. You can leave the meat out. It's not a big deal. So you're going to let that heat through at least an hour. Okay. And then we're not going to put these in yet, but these are chopped up corn tortillas. Okay. Soft. I've just chopped them up, and this is what's going to thicken our soup. So when
so that kind of gets soggy and breaks down.
And it can completely dissolves, and it thickens up your broth a little bit.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, that's a good little trick. I didn't even ever think about that.
So it's just and it's just a corn tortilla, and cut up. That's
How many there? 1 or
2? I use 2 of the just the regular size, about this plate size. But remember, if you double it or triple it, you need to add 2.
2 more. And 2 more, and 2 more.
And 2 more, and 2 more.
When we come back, what are we going to be doing, Lori?
Well, we're going to make our corn muffins.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to show you some great hostess gifts using the soup and the salsa and all good things like that. Because everyone always needs a hostess gift.
Yeah. Are you hosting a party this
I am. Once a year, I have a big dinner party.
Okay.
Gotcha. And so I am.
Okay.